Since João Cancelo is coming to Barca and should be announced this week, we're going to look into how Barca's formation will evolve with him. Looking at the player's profile, he is very versatile. Can play as a wide or inverted fullback, winger, and midfielder on either side of the pitch. With him, Barca will be in a position where they'll be able to create a lot more chances as he's a super playmaker. That will bring a lot to the team offensively, especially on that right flank. And to be honest, as a Barca fan myself, I'm super pumped because ever since Dani Alves left, we've been lacking on that right side and never actually signed a worthy successor. Emerson Royal, Nelson Semedo, flashbacks of him playing against Bayern. Anyways, now how will Mr. Xavi Hernandez Cleus, aka the Puppet Master, use him? As most of us know, Barca right now play in a 3-4-3 formation, which is Xavi's go-to formation. With Cancelo added, this is what the formation is gonna look like. When attacking, the shape is going to change to that 3-4-3. Cancelo being a playmaker, a guy that will be playing higher up, just like Alejandro Balde. You will have Cancelo move up and go help Rafinha on the wing. Just like Alejandro Balde, he will move up too. De Jong will come back. He will either play the right back position or Araujo will take that right back position. Most likely, De Jong will play in that center back role so that he can come back and pivot with Romelu when needed. Pedri will move behind Lewandowski. Gundogan is gonna be somewhere around there in the center of the midfield. Alejandro Balde will be the left winger. And Cancelo, he will swap sometimes with Rafinha. Cancelo might move up or inside. Most of the time he will move inside and Rafinha will go wide. Christensen will move to the left. They will push up like this and make sure that in the midfield they have that numerical advantage. Now, if you don't know what that means, it means that they always have an extra player whenever they are attacking or whenever they are in possession. Xavi explained it perfectly in a video he made explaining his tactics in depth. For example, most teams will have 3-4 midfielders, but Xavi, he's gonna play with at least 4 midfielders. But when Cancelo and Alejandro Balde go up, it's gonna be 6 midfielders, which creates that numerical advantage we just talked about. With Cancelo moving up, he can go up there and make crosses. He can link up with Rafinha, Pedri, link up with Gundogan. He can do so much. He's a very good playmaker, like I mentioned. And when we're out of possession, he will just come back. Balde will come all the way back. Gundogan will move back to De Jong, push back more. Araujo will come back in the middle. Cancelo will come back all the way. Rafinha will push back too. Pedri will come back, even Lewandowski. Pedri will lightly move to that left side. And if we don't have Pedri, he's gonna do Ansu Fati, and Ansu Fati, he's gonna play more widely. But most of the time, when we are not in possession, we're gonna look like a 4-3-3. So like this. Talking of the pros, the only pro I can see with Cancelo is that he is not that great defensively. Since he plays so much, he does so much up top, and provided that on the left side, you have Alejandro Balde that stays up a lot too, counterattacks will come. For example, in a shape like this, if we get overtaken by a counterattack here, we're gonna be left with those 2 players. De Jong might not be back because De Jong also likes to go up a lot. All right, so De Jong might not be back in time. Christensen and Araujo will be in danger. So for example, if we're playing with Real Madrid and they get Vinicius, for example, Mbappe and Rodrigo. So those 3 players really fast, and it's only Christensen and Araujo who will be in danger. But I think that Xavi will find a way to make sure he minimizes the counterattacks. Cancelo's always been that kind of player that causes a little bit of issues with his defending because he's always higher up, just like Marcelo when he was playing at Real Madrid, Zinchenko at Arsenal. It's just like that when a player is so good offensively and he plays as a right back. The best example, Arnold at Liverpool. But Cancelo is not as bad as them. He will do well whenever he gets back in time. But other than that, he's going to be very helpful when he gets up there and link up with Rafinha, Lewandowski, Pedri, and Gundogan. You'll have all those 4 players trying to make things happen. Sometimes De Jong will be included. Alejandro Balde will make the runs. Rafinha will make the runs. Lewandowski will come back. Gundogan will take that number 9 position sometimes. Pedri too. We're gonna create way more chances, which is what we are lacking right now. Cancelo is also a guy that can score goals. It's gonna be so good because right now we're not scoring enough goals. I am so excited to see what this is gonna do. This is actually my 3rd time filming this video, guys. Kind of sucks, but at least we made it. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. If I left anything out, make sure you leave your suggestions. But I'll see you guys another time. Peace, Barça.